In the coming future, Earth faces a critical turning point. Humanity has advanced in technology but remains confined to its solar system without a significant interstellar presence. While progress in communication, energy, and defense has created a world that seems strong to its inhabitants, Earth remains relatively primitive on a galactic scale. The majority of human technology focuses on convenience, communication, and defense, yet humans, while adept at using their resources, lack the advanced space exploration technologies possessed by other civilizations. Beyond Earth, the galaxy is inhabited by powerful, advanced species. Among them are the Xeelar, a warlike race known for their dominance in space warfare. The Xeelar have built an empire through planet conquest, resource stripping, and enslaving survivors. For the Xeelar, each conquest is a test of military strength, and the ease of victory only fuels their confidence. To the Xeelar, war is a calculated game they've mastered through advanced weaponry and technology. They see themselves as an unstoppable force. Now, the Xeelar have set their sights on Earth, viewing it as yet another primitive planet with a species unfamiliar with the complexities of space or warfare. They fully expect a swift victory, considering humans as another species to dominate and Earth as merely a resource-rich planet. The Xeelar High Command, confident of a quick victory, deploys their warships directly to Earth's orbit, expecting minimal resistance. Without warning, massive Xeelar warships appear in Earth's skies. These sleek, metallic ships, equipped with advanced weapons, cast shadows over cities, spreading panic among Earth's population. Sirens blare as news outlets attempt to cover the event, but no one knows what is happening or how to react. Before Earth's governments or defense forces can respond, the Xeelar unleash electromagnetic pulses from their ships, disabling Earth's entire technological infrastructure. Satellites fall silent, communication systems go dark, and power grids shut down worldwide, plunging Earth into literal and figurative darkness. Air traffic control fails, causing planes to crash, and hospitals lose power, leading to chaos. Earth is left completely vulnerable, cut off from its technology. Having crippled Earth's systems, the Xeelar send a message to the world's governments, mocking humanity for its reliance on primitive technology and lack of understanding of space or warfare. The Xeelar leader declares Earth part of their empire and demands immediate surrender, threatening swift destruction for any resistance. The message is clear: Earth cannot defend itself, and the Xeelar believe the humans, now cut off from their technology, will submit without a fight. As the message spreads, panic escalates. Governments struggle to respond, but without communication systems, coordination is nearly impossible. Military forces attempt to mobilize, but with satellites down and power grids offline, even basic commands can't be issued effectively. Civilians, gripped by fear, either flee cities or barricade themselves in their homes, uncertain of what to do. Amidst the chaos, a military leader emerges: General Elena Parker. Parker has spent her career preparing for worst-case scenarios, though none as extreme as this. With communication and technological systems in disarray, she realizes that humanity must revert to more basic methods of warfare. Though technology had been humanity's strength, without it, they must rely on their ingenuity and knowledge of Earth itself. Parker's message spreads among military personnel and survivalists, prompting people to gather primitive weapons like bows, arrows, and swords. Chemistry books are consulted to create basic explosives, and Earth's biology is harnessed for natural defenses. Stripped of technology, humanity must now rely on survival through any means necessary. Meanwhile, the Xeelar High Command watches the chaos with detached amusement. They see the humans scrambling to resist but dismiss it as futile. To the Xeelar, humans grasp at outdated weapons that stand no chance against their advanced technology. They've seen other species resist similarly, only to fail. The Xeelar commanders discuss past conquests, recalling worlds more advanced than Earth that were easily overrun, and boast of their technological superiority. In their arrogance, they underestimate Earth's potential, failing to see the threat humanity poses. They are convinced this will be another swift victory, as they push forward with their plans for total domination. As they prepare to invade Earth with full force, they remain unaware of just how dangerous this planet and its people truly are. Humanity's first response to the alien invasion is unorganized. With communications down and technology disabled, small isolated groups of soldiers, civilians, and survivalists launch guerrilla-style attacks using local terrain to their advantage. In forests, deserts, mountains, and urban areas, these groups conduct ambushes with basic tools: bows, crossbows, spears, and traps. Their goal is not to confront the Xeelar head-on, but to chip away at their forces. The humans use their surroundings, setting traps in dense forests and leading alien patrols into urban ambushes. Initially, the Zealer are taken aback by these attacks, having expected no resistance. However, their surprise does not translate into fear. Confident in their superiority, they dismiss these early skirmishes as desperate acts by an inferior species, believing the humans will be overwhelmed once the full force of the Zealer army is deployed. But General Parker has other plans. Recognizing that conventional warfare is futile, she assembles scientists, military strategists, and biologists to devise a new strategy weaponizing Earth itself. Earth's environment, teeming with microorganisms, insects, and diseases, becomes humanity's greatest ally. The first phase of this strategy involves biological warfare. Human scientists modify viruses and bacteria to which humans have developed immunity, but which devastate the Zealer. One such agent is a modified strain of the common cold, harmless to humans but wreaking havoc on the alien invaders. Entire alien camps are infected within days, and the Zealer, unaccustomed to biological warfare, are slow to respond. Alongside these viral agents, humans unleash Earth's insect population. Swarms of mosquitoes, ticks, and other insects carrying pathogens humans have adapted to over millennia plague the alien camps. The Zealer's advanced technology, while effective against physical and energy-based attacks, is useless against Earth's biological threats. Their energy fields do nothing to stop the microscopic enemy. As Zealer soldiers fall ill, too weak to fight, their high command realizes they are battling not just humans, but the planet itself. Their advanced armor and energy shields are ineffective against Earth's natural defenses. As Zealer soldiers weaken, many become too sick to fight, while others grow paranoid, fearing the unseen enemy working against them. Initially dismissive of Earth's resistance, the Zealer High Command is forced to realize that the planet poses a far greater threat than they anticipated. In response to these setbacks, they intensify their efforts, deploying drones designed to neutralize biological threats by releasing chemical agents to eliminate insects and bacteria. However, Earth's ecosystem is too complex for such a simple solution. While the drones manage to reduce insect populations temporarily, new swarms soon emerge from deeper regions, rendering their efforts futile. The Zealer, unfamiliar with Earth's ecosystems, disrupt the balance, often making their situation worse. The Zealer also send out more advanced robotic units to engage the humans directly, believing that these drones, immune to biological threats, will provide the upper hand. However, human resistance forces have adapted, salvaging parts from downed Zealer ships to develop crude EMP devices. Though far less sophisticated than those the Zealer used to disable Earth's technology, these EMPs are effective enough to disrupt the alien drones. Human teams employ a combination of EMPs, traps, and terrain advantages to disable or destroy many of the drones before they can inflict significant damage. The Zealer's attempts to regain control of the situation fail. What they had expected to be a quick conquest turns into a prolonged war of attrition, with their forces being worn down not only by human resistance but also by Earth's environment. Frustration grows within the Zealer High Command. They are accustomed to overwhelming enemies with superior technology, yet now find themselves in an unfamiliar situation where their forces are being slowly drained by both nature and human tactics. Their advanced weapons, once so effective against other civilizations, seem almost useless in this new kind of warfare. The Zealer, unaccustomed to prolonged exposure to biological threats, suffer heavy losses, not just in terms of soldiers but also in morale. The war, which once seemed like a simple conquest, now drags on as humans innovate new ways to use Earth's natural resources to their advantage. General Parker's team of scientists and biologists lead the effort, drawing on Earth's rich history of flora and chemical compounds to develop new weapons of destruction. One of their first major innovations is the use of poisonous plants. Humans begin harvesting toxic flora to contaminate food supplies relied upon by the Zealer. These plants, often harmless to Earth's native species, prove lethal to the alien invaders, whose bodies have no tolerance for the natural poisons. Humans also harness Earth's geological resources, repurposing once dangerous but unused natural elements into deadly weapons. Sulfur pits and toxic gases, previously regarded as hazards, are now used to create suffocating clouds that descend on alien camps. Zealer soldiers, despite their advanced breathing apparatuses, are caught off guard and unable to survive long in these conditions. What once seemed like a mere environmental threat is now a powerful weapon in human hands. Camouflage becomes another crucial tool in the human arsenal. With alien drones constantly patrolling the skies, human forces develop advanced camouflage techniques, using mud, leaves, and natural materials to blend into their surroundings. This allows them to strike at the Zealer forces with precision, ambushing alien patrols and disappearing before the Zealer can retaliate. Alien drones, despite their advanced sensors, struggle to detect these hidden fighters, and human forces begin to master guerrilla warfare, striking quickly and effectively. Humans also turn to Earth's unpredictable weather patterns as a weapon. Unlike the Xeeler, who hail from a planet with relatively stable climates, humans have evolved alongside Earth's volatile weather and know how to exploit natural disasters. In one instance, a coastal resistance group lures an alien detachment into a flood zone during the rainy season. As the humans retreat to higher ground, a hurricane floods the area, devastating the alien forces who are unprepared for such destructive power. In the mountains, humans trigger avalanches by setting off explosives in snow-covered ranges, burying Xeeler soldiers marching in tight formations through narrow passes. The Xeeler's sophisticated technology is useless against these natural forces. Despite their intelligence, the Xeeler cannot comprehend how such a seemingly primitive species can harness the power of their planet to turn it into a weapon. To the Xeeler, war is about advanced weaponry and superior technology, but to the humans, Earth itself becomes their most powerful tool. Losses continue to mount for the Xeeler as they realize that Earth's low-tech humans know far more about warfare than they had ever imagined. As the war drags on, the humans continue to innovate, finding new ways to weaponize Earth's natural resources. With each passing day, the Xeeler grow more desperate. Their troops, once eager for battle, are now demoralized, sick, and paranoid. Every insect bite or gust of wind that carries an unfamiliar scent fills them with dread as they anticipate the next biological attack. Soldiers stationed at forward positions fear the unseen enemy, constantly on edge. The Xeeler, once so confident in their invincibility, now face the terrifying reality that they are losing a war they believed they could easily win. Faced with these mounting challenges, the Xeeler High Command orders a full-scale assault on humanity's remaining strongholds, hoping to crush the resistance in one decisive blow. But as their forces advance, they find themselves in a nightmarish situation. Instead of a conventional battlefield, they encounter a landscape filled with deadly traps and constant ambushes. Human forces, having perfected their guerrilla tactics, strike with precision, vanishing into the environment before the aliens can react. Every step forward for the Xeeler comes at a heavy price, as soldiers are constantly ambushed or trapped, their superior technology rendered ineffective. The Xeeler desperation intensifies as they continue to lose troops and resources in a war of attrition they never expected. Their once clear path to victory has become a nightmare, and their superior firepower is no match for the humans' intimate knowledge of their home planet. Finally, after days of brutal fighting, the Xeeler forces begin to crumble. Entire units are wiped out by human ambushes, environmental hazards, and diseases. The Xeeler commanders, watching their troops fall, are forced to accept the unthinkable they are losing. The humans, once dismissed as a low-tech species, have turned their planet into an impenetrable fortress. The Xeeler commanders, once so confident in their superiority, now face the harsh reality that Earth is far more dangerous than they ever imagined. With their forces shattered and no hope of victory, the Xeeler High Command orders a retreat. The remaining ships pull back from Earth's atmosphere, leaving behind the remnants of their once mighty invasion force. The survivors, battered and broken, flee the planet, stunned by the realization that they have been defeated by a species they underestimated from the very beginning. On the ground, humanity stands victorious. Though the cost has been high, with countless lives lost and cities destroyed, Earth has triumphed. General Parker, standing among the survivors, knows that this victory wasn't just about defeating the Xeeler. It was a testament to humanity's greatest strengths: their unity, adaptability, and deep connection to the planet they call home. As the last of the alien ships disappear into the sky, Earth can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Humanity, pushed to the brink of extinction, has prevailed not through superior technology, but through their understanding of their world and their unbreakable will to survive. The war is over, and against all odds, Earth has stood firm against the might of an alien empire. The Xeeler's departure marked the end of one of Earth's darkest chapters, but the scars of the invasion would remain for generations. Cities lay in ruins, entire regions devastated, and the death toll climbed into the millions. Yet, amidst the destruction, humanity found a renewed sense of purpose. Survivors began to rebuild, drawing strength from the knowledge that they had faced an overwhelming force and survived. General Parker, now hailed as a hero, led efforts to reconstruct Earth, not just physically but emotionally and culturally. The war had taught humanity valuable lessons about resilience, unity, and the importance of their connection to the planet. The global rebuilding effort was monumental. Governments that had once been on the brink of collapse came together in a spirit of unprecedented cooperation. Nations set aside old rivalries, working towards the common goal of restoring the planet. Earth's recovery was not just about repairing buildings and infrastructure, it was about healing the people. Communities that had been fractured by fear and loss found ways to come together, honoring those who had fallen and celebrating the resilience of those who had survived. Science and technology also took on new directions. The Zealer invasion had exposed the weaknesses in humanity's reliance on certain technologies, and in response, a new generation of scientists began exploring ways to create systems that were not as vulnerable to outside threats. They also started studying the Zealer technology left behind, hoping to unlock new advancements that could help Earth prepare for any future threats. However, the invasion had also sparked a renewed respect for Earth's natural environment. Biologists, ecologists, and other scientists began emphasizing the need to live in harmony with the planet, understanding that Earth's natural defenses had played a key role in the victory against the Zealer. While many sought to move forward, some could not forget the horrors they had witnessed. Soldiers and civilians who had experienced the front lines of the guerrilla warfare and biological attacks were haunted by memories of the invasion. Mental health professionals were brought in to help survivors cope with trauma, and many memorials were erected across the globe to remember those who had given their lives in defense of the planet. Meanwhile, far beyond Earth, the Zealer retreated to their homeworld, their defeat still fresh in their minds. The once dominant empire had been shaken to its core. The Zealer High Command struggled to comprehend how a seemingly primitive species had managed to turn their own planet into such an impenetrable stronghold. Among the Zealer leadership, debates raged about the failure of the invasion. Some argued for another, more calculated assault, but others, having witnessed the fierce resistance of humanity, warned against underestimating Earth again. In the end, the Zealer were forced to accept that their empire had suffered a significant blow and that their arrogance had been their undoing. For now, the Zealer retreated into the shadows of the galaxy, licking their wounds and reconsidering their strategies. Earth, once dismissed as a backwater planet, had proven to be a formidable opponent. The galaxy at large had taken notice of humanity's victory. Other alien civilizations, some of whom had also faced the Zealer's wrath, began to see Earth in a new light. Messages of congratulations, curiosity, and even alliances began to reach Earth from distant corners of the galaxy, and humanity suddenly found itself thrust into a broader galactic stage. Back on Earth, General Parker and her team understood that this victory, while monumental, was only the beginning. The invasion had opened humanity's eyes to the vastness of the galaxy and the potential dangers that lay beyond. Earth was no longer just a solitary world in the universe, it was now part of a larger cosmic community. With that realization came the understanding that they must prepare for the future. The Zealer had been defeated, but there would be other challenges ahead and Earth needed to be ready. In the years that followed, Earth underwent a profound transformation. United by the shared experience of the invasion, humanity began to move towards a new era of cooperation and innovation. With the Zealer technology that had been left behind, human scientists made incredible advancements in fields like space travel, defense, and energy. Earth's first true interstellar ships were developed, and humanity finally began to explore beyond its solar system. But this time, they did so with the knowledge and humility that came from surviving an existential threat. Earth's military forces, having learned the hard lessons of the Zealer War, restructured their strategies and defenses, ensuring that the planet would never be caught off guard again. They also formed alliances with other alien species, recognizing that the best way to ensure Earth's future safety was through cooperation rather than isolation. In time, Earth became a respected and even admired member of the galactic community, known for its resilience, ingenuity, and adaptability. As for General Parker, her name became legendary. She was remembered not just for her military prowess, but for her leadership during humanity's darkest hour. Under her guidance, Earth had risen from the ashes of destruction to become stronger than ever before. Statues were erected in her honor, and her strategies became the subject of study for future generations of leaders. Parker's legacy was one of unity, courage, and an unwavering belief in humanity's ability to overcome even the most insurmountable odds. And so, as Earth looked to the stars, it did so with a newfound sense of purpose. The Zealer invasion had tested humanity in ways it had never been tested before, but in the end, it had emerged victorious. The people of Earth had not only defended their home, they had shown the galaxy that they were a force to be reckoned with. The war was over, but the future was just beginning. Though the war with the Zealer had ended, its lasting effects rippled through Earth's society and the broader galaxy for decades. Earth's recovery was swift but not without challenges. The scars left by the invasion, both physical and emotional, shaped the future of humanity. Cities that had been ravaged by alien attacks were rebuilt with a blend of traditional human architecture and alien technology. What was once Earth's vulnerability, its over-reliance on convenience-based technologies, was transformed into a strength as humans learned to balance technological advancement with resilience. The scientific community was invigorated, driven by a sense of urgency to ensure humanity could not only defend itself but also thrive in the wider universe. The remnants of Zealer technology became a goldmine for innovation, sparking advancements in medicine, communications, and, most significantly, space travel. Within a few years, Earth had built its first fleet of interstellar ships, allowing humanity to explore the stars in ways they had once only dreamed of. But even as humanity ventured into the galaxy, they did so with caution. The lesson learned from the Zealer invasion, never to underestimate an adversary or the forces of nature, was deeply ingrained in Earth's culture and politics. The newly established Galactic Relations Council, made up of scientists, diplomats, and military strategists, sought to maintain a delicate balance between exploration and defense. Their goal was to form alliances and establish Earth's presence in the galaxy without provoking unnecessary conflict. At the same time, Earth's military forces continued to evolve, ensuring that if another threat like the Zealer emerged, they would be ready. As Earth's reach extended into the stars, the human race encountered new species and civilizations. Some were peaceful, eager to trade and exchange knowledge. Others were wary, having witnessed the downfall of the once dominant Zealer Empire. And still others were hostile, viewing humanity's rise with suspicion or even fear. The galaxy was vast, filled with opportunities, but also dangers, and humanity had to navigate this new reality carefully. General Elena Parker, now a legend, became the face of Earth's defense and diplomacy efforts. Her experience in leading humanity through the Zealer invasion made her an invaluable leader, not just in military matters, but in shaping the future of Earth's role in the galaxy. She was appointed as Earth's first ambassador to the newly formed Intergalactic Coalition, a body created by several species to maintain peace and resolve conflicts between civilizations. Her leadership, wisdom, and tactical brilliance earned her respect not only from humans but from many other species who admired her ability to lead in times of crisis. As Earth's influence grew, so did its reputation. Stories of humanity's triumph over the Zealer spread throughout the galaxy, and Earth became known as the resilient world, a planet that, despite its primitive origins, had proven itself capable of defeating one of the galaxy's most feared empires. The Zealer, meanwhile, were no longer the dominant force they had once been. Their empire had been fractured and their reputation shattered. Other civilizations that had once been too fearful to resist the Zealer now saw them as vulnerable. Some launched their own attacks, seeking revenge for years of oppression. The Zealer, now a shadow of their former selves, retreated into the far reaches of the galaxy, their empire reduced to isolated strongholds. Back on Earth, life slowly returned to normal, though it would never be quite the same. People had been forever changed by the invasion. Monuments were erected to honor those who had fallen, and new holidays were created to remember the victory over the Zealer and the unity that had allowed humanity to survive. The war also sparked a cultural renaissance as artists, writers, and musicians used their mediums to express the collective trauma and triumph of the human race. Themes of survival, resilience, and the strength of community permeated Earth's culture, reminding people of what they had endured and what they had accomplished together. As the years passed, humanity continued to push the boundaries of what was possible. Earth became a hub of innovation, a melting pot of ideas and cultures as more and more alien species visited the planet, drawn by humanity's reputation and curiosity. The Earth Defense Force, restructured and expanded, became a model of planetary defense, studied and emulated by other civilizations. The strategies developed during the war against the Zealer were refined and improved, ensuring that Earth would never again be caught off guard. Yet, even with all these advancements, Earth remained vigilant. The galaxy was unpredictable, and while humanity had made many allies, they knew that threats could emerge at any time. The Zealer had been defeated, but the galaxy was vast, and there were countless other species, some known, some yet to be discovered, who might pose new challenges. The memory of the invasion lingered, a reminder of how close Earth had come to annihilation, and a motivator to never let their guard down again. In time, Earth's influence in the galaxy grew, not through conquest or domination, but through cooperation, diplomacy, and the strength of their unity. Humanity had proven that they were not to be underestimated, and their story became one of hope for other civilizations that faced their own struggles. Earth had survived, adapted, and thrived, turning the greatest threat they had ever faced into an opportunity for growth and transformation. As humanity looked to the stars, they knew their future was uncertain, but they were ready. They had learned to survive in a galaxy filled with danger and opportunity, and they were determined to carve out their place among the stars, not through fear or force, but through resilience, cooperation, and an unbreakable will to thrive. The Xelar invasion had been the catalyst for Earth's transformation, but it was humanity's spirit that would carry them forward into the future, whatever challenges might lie ahead.